This is a fictional character and is 100% made up. All opinions are made up and have no bearing on reality and society. Everything said should be ignored and it should not be watched.
See how long it takes them to cancel me. Right, let's get into it.
Fortunately, not trying to trigger anyone, this is just a fact. The vast majority of MI5's caseload is not far-right terrorism, it's Islamist terrorism. So that is a fact. We have a government that is willing to do the most extraordinary gymnastics in order to not actually address the problem.
Yeah, so if you say Islam is terrorism, if you're saying terrorists come from Islam, then all of a sudden, yeah, liberals will deem you a racist and everything. I mean, look, liberalism is a mental disorder right now. And it needs to be addressed, and it needs to be resolved ASAP. I mean, I think we are, I'm hoping we are getting better, and we are noticing it, and we're not staying up for this woke shit anymore.
This particular report, for example, talked about how it used the word alleged when it was describing the grooming gangs, where there have been hundreds of people who have been convicted of those atrocious crimes. We know there's been an almighty cover-up. Labour have admitted this by doing allowing some partial inquiries, albeit not the full transparent national inquiry that Reform are demanding. So what we have is a government that is willing to...
Oh, we haven't got the resources. We're too busy giving money to foreign aid.
Essentially sacrifice the lives of its own people, as far as we're concerned, at the altar of this virtue-signalling diversity. It's time for common sense. It's time for us to have officials who actually do their jobs in terms of keeping people safe. The final point I'll make is the monster who carried out the Southport attacks was reported to Prevent on 3 separate occasions. Who has been fired at Prevent? Who has paid a price for this?
Yeah, who's been held accountable? The people who, these people have got convictions, they got records, all that, and they still let them walk the streets. Who is being held accountable for this? I mean, if I was in this job and I let somebody go in a town that then they later on killed people, I'd have to resign. I'd hang my head in shame. Why has nobody been fired for this? Man, Yusuf, he's the GOAT. He is the God, man. Like, look, I love Nigel Farage. I think he will get reform in. But I think this guy is the main don. Would you all agree? And it just shows that none of us are racist. Tell me one person who's voting reform who just does not like this guy. Tell me one.
Anywhere inside the state system, those little girls, it was one of the most atrocious crimes we could ever have imagined.
All right,
There's been nobody, not a single person funded by the taxpayer whose job it was to keep those little girls alive has paid any penalty.
Well,
unfortunately.
Sorry, it cut there, but it was about to be insert Labour novel of alleged opinions and racism. Can't be dealing with
Yeah, you're a fucking liar. Okay. In your pre-show notes. Yeah, you're a fucking liar. In your pre-show notes.
Your Honor, that is...
Yeah, you're a fucking liar. In your pre-show notes. In your pre-show notes, you wrote when we asked your age. I knew you were fucking lying. We asked your age. You said you're 23. And now you're sitting on the podcast saying you're 20.
Ew, are you going to be annoying the whole show and make up who you are?
All right.
Because I don't have time for it, girlfriend.
That's a yellow card.
That's pretty early.
Admitting to child is a red card right away.
Yeah.
No, I don't consent of child. That's honestly fucked.
Let's actually get an admission from you that you just lied about your age.
Yeah.
Is she even 21? Or do we want to double check her ID to make sure she's legal to be on the podcast at this point?
Does it matter?
Yeah, you're a fucking liar.
Not only that, Kat, why lie about your age and all that? And 2, in America, the age of drinking is 21. Now, I know they drink on this, but, she goes in saying she's 23, then called drinking. I mean, the Whatever Podcast can get in shit for that. Fuck these. What is with the Rock and the Elton Johns as well? And why have neck tattoos and all that shit become fashionable? And why, I'm so glad I've gone through the light and seen it all now. Look, the tattoos, all that. It's just a disgrace, man. It's just a disgrace. And I know she's probably earns like 50,000 times more than I ever will in my life because there's desperate simps out there. But, at least I've still got my integrity, man. I'm saying that whilst I'm seeing her in a blue wig. Brilliant.
Your Honor, that is his baby. And I can't wait, because the devil is a liar and this is Lucifer, so stop.
Oh my God!
No, I'm not.
Well, you might be the devil then. We'll see.
I am without a doubt 100% certain that he is my son's father. Not only...
So now you can't see the hands, but you know they are swinging in full motion.
was I only sleeping with him. We were actually working on our relationship. We already have a child from a previous situation. We got back together. We're working on us.
We were not having no type of intercourse. We were not cool at the moment.
He went out and got 3 pregnancy tests, made me take all of them. They were all positive. And he was like, well, that's not my baby.
She was trying to get back with me, but I wasn't, so she probably felt like if we have a child, we might work out.
If he has any doubts, you know, I carried the baby, I birthed the baby. If you have any doubts, go ahead. I don't mind making you look stupid. That's why I'm here now. Oh.
All right, what are we calling this? Right, I'm going to give you the odds. 10-1 is his, yeah? Who wants to take them odds?
Okay, so your point was, I'm tired of hearing the denial. If you want a DNA test, let's take it now, because I know you're the father.
Exactly.
Mr. Lee, you are not the father.
Oh! Who saw that coming?
Hold up.
I already knew. I told you.
Don't look at me like that. I don't know God's
Who
plan.
else? It was you that was...
You just...
Oh, God. Alright, Americans, I want to throw this out here, yeah? Like, why do we always drop, it's God's plan, God wanted me to do it? Like, we love God so much. Like, no, you can't use God as a cop-out for your hoishness. Like, no, I know God can do great, wonderful things with that. But, you know, it's like, even at the Oscars, I'd like to thank God. God gave me the strength to do this. I fucked 20 people. God put me on this journey. It's fucking hoes, man.
Inject God.
So this might look to the untrained eye like a quiet part of southern England, but this cul-de-sac in this area around here is actually the epicentre of Britain's biggest flag war. Now, all over this little area, locals have been putting up St George's crosses and Union flags, and then in the dead of night, people have been coming and tearing them down. So this is a little cul-de-sac here where the locals have said, no, enough's enough. We're going to put our foot down. Let's meet them. Hello, everybody. How are you? You all right? Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us today. Why do you all care so much about our flag? Why are you putting them up everywhere?
I think it's... well, we shouldn't be ashamed of our flag. Our country's got a brilliant history, and there's a lot of countries around that would love to have the same history that our country's got. We should not have our culture erased, and that's the way it's going at the moment.
There was a former care home used to house local elderly people that is now being used to house, they were told, child asylum seekers. I'll be honest with you, I have seen evidence literally today that they are not children, many of them, and it's also next to a primary school as well, and I know that that's got some people quite worked up. And
yeah, I'm 33 years old, I still can't grow a beard. These child asylum seekers, you know what I mean, 6 years old with beards of bloody Santa Claus, man.
This is an issue that's very close to your heart, isn't it? Because you've got children at that school.
Yeah, I've got 4 young children at the school.
Homeschooling, man.
And, you know, it's just constant anxiety of we're dropping them at school where they're meant to be safe, but are they safe, you know? Are these undocumented males next door, what are they doing? What is their purpose here, you know? Do you know what I mean? Like, my mum lives backed off to it, you know, and I don't trust my kids to walk from their house to the, you know what I mean, to anywhere on their own anymore.
Just in terms of the actual flag war aspect of it, you had a little picture that you wanted to show us. I'm hoping this shows up on the screen now. So you can see that there was the Union flag in this lady's back garden here, and then someone stuck something on your fence.
Yeah, they stuck a sticker on my back fence, basically stating it says that we all bleed the same, stand up to prejudice and free Palestine, free country. And, you know, I find that a bit of a threat.
They've come to your house to stick that up because you in your own property have got a Union flag.
I mean, what, they're terrorising them in their own house, you know, they're sticking stuff up. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if I saw somebody come to my house and stick something on my door, I would take offence to it. I would take that personal. I would get pissed off and I would probably react. I would call it the appropriate way, but the police would probably use a different word to spin it.
Can I just come around this way as well, if that's all right? Now, so why some people are saying, aren't they? And this is why there's these flag wars, which is that, oh gosh, it's all prejudice, it's all really there's an undercurrent of racism, etc. What would you say to that?
Definitely not. The Union flag exists as a symbol of unity of the United Kingdom. Our people, our British people, deserve to have a flag that represents them. We are flying them proudly, and we should fly them proudly. What other country in the world has this kind of chaos going on? It's a disgrace.
Yeah. Can I just say, this is your house, isn't it?
This is my flat, yeah. This is where I live. Yeah.
And you have decked it out. Why? I mean, there's even an England. Is that an England bucket hat?
Everything, mate. I'm British and I'm English, and that is my thing. And why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, why should not? You know what I mean? It's a British.
You feel very strongly about it, and no one so far has tried to come to your house and take your flags down.
They take my flags down.
Don't swear.
More up. No,
There'll be more up.
I'll tell you what, though. Everyone hates all these people, yeah? They all hate them, you know. People who look like this. Woo, they all hate them. These are the salt of the earth people that, look, am I saying it's coming? Am I not saying it's coming? War, okay? If war was to ever happen, these are the type of true British people who would stand up for this country. Just saying.
I don't wish to speak to you because you're stupid.
Genuinely wondering, are there any good straight men? Like, do they exist?
There are, yeah, but they're running away from you. They can see you coming. They know what this means. These are bird hands. They look like a beak, and you make little pecking motions with them, and sometimes you do this. You open and close for emphasis. And bird hands are what snotty, entitled women do when they're wrong and they plan to be loud about it. Look, I don't consider myself much of a catch, at least not anymore. I think I expired a long time ago.
Yep.
But even I would not put up with this. You're looking for good straight
I've never
men,
clocked
but the
this before.
second-rate straight men are running. Take a look at yourself. I know it's hard, but imagine that you are a good straight man and you come home from work to a bunch of this. Here's what you need to do. Imagine you share your feelings with your fiancé and she gives you this face. This is the, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Imagine you're having an argument and she flashes you one of these. This is the, how could you be so wrong? How could you even be? Look at your face. Look at yourself. Do you like you right now? Do you think I like you?
One thing I've noticed about also, when, in my previous relationships, when, you know, I've been right, they've been in the wrong, and when they realise they've been in the wrong, they'll never apologise, but then also, they'll go personal. They'll go personal. And the worst of that is, like, look, I'm a big advocate for, look, whatever, like, disputes, everything we're having here, let's have it behind closed doors. When they try and publicly embarrass you in public, they try and shame you in front of people just because they are in the wrong. Yeah.
Right now, I don't. And if I don't like you, I would probably be under here if you saw me in real life. If I don't like you, why would the good ones like you? A lot of women have been convinced somehow that their behavior doesn't have anything to do with what they deserve from men, and that's good for your self-esteem or whatever, but none of us agree. Your behavior is very important to us. No one who sees you act like this is going to go, oh, perfect, there's my future wife. I can't wait to sign my finances over to this. I want to date the girl who just said that all men are bad, because I'm sure that attitude is going to skip right over me, because I'm an idiot. So yeah, there are good straight men. I might have even been one at one point, kind of. But even now, I'm not lining up to be talked to like a child or a moron.
Let me know in the comments. Like, just let me know. Like, do they exist? Like, is that real? Like, are there any good men? Like, or do I need to just force myself to be lesbian at this point? Like, I'm just wondering.
Oh, you?
Oh, okay. Before we get into this, what is it? Is it like 88% of lesbians getting divorced, and it's like the highest rate of domestic abuse in couples is lesbians. Like, I love to know, like, look, I ain't no one special. I'm not here, like, I'm not one of these king people. I'm not one of these people who, do you know what I mean, who's gonna say, oh, I've got a Maserati, I've got 20 bitches waiting for me, do you know, I've got a nice house, I haven't. But I'll tell you what I have got. I've got my house, I live by myself, I pay my way in life, and I have a good time, you know. What is she genuinely bringing to the table to help? And she looks someone like me, and she'll be like, he's a 4, probably, or 2 or 3, whatever. She'll think I'm bringing nothing to the table. She'll instantly put herself above me. But what is she bringing to the table? I can tell you, definitely not peace of mind. And be worth it. I'm curious to see where this one's going.
Should do that and then come back and let us know if you found any good women or if it was you and you have to work on yourself.
So if you want a good one, then you have to be a good one, and that means giving us the stuff that we want, which includes your habits and your choices and your beliefs and so on. So got your work cut out for you. Oh, and watch out for this. Bird hands are nature's way of saying, don't spend money on me.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go to itishomemath.com. I'm finally making clips of...
I tell you what I always do now when I'm in pubs and stuff. I've had it a couple of times. If a girl comes up to me asking me to buy her a drink, I always say, look, you buy the first one, I'll buy the next two. And just, about time, walk away. They just walk away. Shocker. Oh, because who knew all there was after was the money? Who knew that?
Look at two-tier.
Oh, I saw this earlier. This is jokes. This is like, when you had a conversation and you're just third wheeling it to the max. You're just there, like no one invited you, mate.
To be the president.
No one likes him.
That's good. I started. At least I didn't just
How embarrassing.
Alright guys, major update to bring you on Tommy people, and as usual, share it far and wide with everybody you know. So as you all know, Tommy has been on trial for the past 2 days for charges under the Terrorism Act 2007. Now Tommy was stopped on his way to Benidorm in a high-class Bentley. In his possession, he had around £13,000 in cash. Now some people would say that's quite suspicious. However, Tommy's confirmed the car wasn't his, it was a friend.
I was about to say this, the government have got such a fucking hard-on for him. I wouldn't be surprised if they frozen his banks before and things like that. And he's a wealthy guy. So I don't think that's that much in consideration.
Which he was insured to drive. There's no charges there. Plus, it was the day after the demonstration. A lot of donations were given. And Tommy can't bank in the UK, so it's not that surprising he had so much cash. Now, here's what's interesting. Under the Terrorism Act, as the police, you have to be absolutely sure that this person is a terrorist or linked to terrorism. Now, Tommy's lawyer argued in court, how did you come to this conclusion? And the policeman says, well, I don't remember. I don't know.
Off.
This is a massive overreach of power, and the case is crumbling around them. Now, the court has been adjourned and the decision will be made whether Tommy is guilty or not on November.
He quickly exposed the bias.
What's the problem? Hey, yo. What's the problem? No, don't touch. Don't smile. No, Hey. You like it? It's okay. No, don't touch. Hey, yo. No, relax. What's the problem? Hey, yo. What's the problem? No, don't touch.
The true definition of, like safety in numbers, isn't it? And I know. They all, I don't know, like, the way they're all around each other, I'm just like, throwing it out there. It's a bit, hashtag gay vibes. Just throwing it out there.
Don't touch.
No. Don't do that.
No, what's wrong?
Stay back.
No, what's wrong?
Stay back. I'm recording you.
No, what's wrong?
Don't touch.
What's wrong? No.
Big man's got front row seat with this, isn't he?
He's lost it. Guys lost it.
What do you want?
Into the hotel.
What's wrong?
Into the hotel.
What do you want? Guys, wild.
I love it. He's just giving us essence of, don't hold me back, don't hold me back. Please hold me back. Please hold me back. I'm going to make loud noises, but I'm not going to do shit. Alright, guy, real talk. Was this Arnold Schwarzenegger? Get to the chopper, or oh, what's his name? Sylvester Stallone. Dunno.
I, 28 female, made a joke with my husband, 29 male, and it's costing me my marriage with a man I truly love. My husband and I have been married for 4 years now. I truly do love him. I can't see a life without him. I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husbands. The joke is basically telling your partner that you want a divorce. I never wanted to do it and thought it was cruel to do, especially to someone you love. Stupidly,
Listen. Listen, okay? If one of my boys suggested me to do this, they wouldn't be one of my boys anymore. I'm just saying that. Nowhere would I ever take that. But they want validation from all their girl mates. Is divorce a bit too much? I don't know. I think a little bit. It was like, I'm joking straight after, but I don't know, let's see.
did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. I honestly thought that he would try and talk to me or beg or make suggestions like my friends' partners had done.
I'll tell you also, ladies, listen. Feminist Cameron's going to drop some global advice here. When you hear something like that, it will shatter a man instantly. Okay? His heart will be like glass and it will shatter. And you think it's just to be like, oh, okay, it's a joke. Oh, okay, that's funny. And then it's just meant to mend instantly. That will now always be on the back of his mind. And even like shit like that, it's a joke and stuff. Hard to recover from.
But he didn't. We had dinner and we were watching a movie when I told him, I'm not happy anymore, and I think we should get a divorce. He looked at me for a couple of seconds, and I swear, it looked like something broke in his eyes, came out with a bag, and walked out of the house without saying a word to me. And I told him it was just a joke, but he basically just brushed me off and walked out. I, 28...
Yeah, that one resonates a little bit, can't lie. Yeah, guys, look, we've all been there. Yeah, we've all been through the heartbreak. I know a lot of you now remembering that moment in your life when the rug got pulled off underneath you. That glass shatter moment. It's hard, like it takes a long time to fight your demons to come back from it. And I hope my man's okay, to be honest. I hope he also finds someone who doesn't play these stupid games and values him for who he is. Yeah, end on that one. Much love, everyone. Take care. Peace.